driving past the city limits, out where the signal dies, searching for a frequency beneath these heavy, starless skies. I turn the dial slowly, past the preachers and the news, looking for the only thing I'm terrified to lose. Then I hear a flicker, just a ghost of a refrain, the sound of your soft laughter through the rhythm of the rain. It's a tangled up connection, a line that's frayed and thin. I'm reaching through the speakers just to let the memory in. Now I'm just hearing your voice in the static tonight, a beautiful distortion in the fading of the light. I can almost catch the words, I can almost feel the spark before you're swallowed up again by the winter and the dark. It's a lonely kind of radio, white noise kind of blue, stuck inside the frequency of trying to find you in the static. Your voice in the static. I remember when the signal was as clear as a summer day, before the storm moved inward and you moved so far away. Now I'm chasing ghosts on the FM band at 3 a.m., picking up the pieces of the us and the them. Every crackle is a heartbeat, every hiss is a regret, a secret on the airwaves that I haven't finished yet. If I drive a little further, will the message finally clearer? Will I hear you tell me everything I'm dying just to hear? But the needle's jumping wildly and the speakers start to groan, reminding me that I am just a traveler alone. Yeah, I'm hearing your voice in the static tonight, a beautiful distortion in the fading of the light. I can almost catch the words, I can almost feel the spark before you're swallowed up again by the winter and the dark. It's a lonely kind of radio, a white noise kind of blue, stuck inside the frequency of trying to find you in the static. Your voice in the static. Lost the signal, back to the hum, waiting for the morning that'll never really come. Your voice, your voice, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I was listening to you talk to a friend of ours today, and I felt the temperature drop in the words you chose to say. You didn't speak of us or the plans we're supposed to make. You used a language meant for things that were always meant to break. I'm standing right beside you, but I'm miles and miles away, because you spoke of our forever like it ended yesterday. The is became a was, and the are became a word. Now I'm just a blurry shape, a soft and distant blur. And I realize that you love me in the past tense tonight, like an old black and white movie that's lost all of its light. You're talking about a story like it's gathered on a shelf, while I'm still here living it all by my lonely self. It's a hollow kind of grammar, loved me in the past tense. We used to go to the river, we really had some fun. The way you phrase a memory sounds like the damage is already done. I'm looking for a present verb, a reason just to stay, but you've already archived every I love you away. I'm a character in a chapter that you've already read, a ghost of a conversation spinning around inside your head. Don't use the words remember like I'm already gone. Don't speak of our sunset when I'm waiting for the dawn. But the conjugation's final and the syntax is so clear. You've moved on to a future where I don't even appear. I realize that you loved me in the past tense tonight, like an old black and white movie that's lost all of its light. You're talking about a story like it's gathered on a shelf, while I'm still here living it all by my lonely self. It's a hollow kind of glamour, a cold and quiet change. To hear the way you loved me sounds so distant and so strange. Yeah, you loved me in the past tense. Used to want it, dreamed it's not as simple as it once seemed. You loved me in the past tense, before the now, before the end. I'm sitting on the carpet with the glue and the twine, trying to force the jagged edges back into a line. I found the vase we shattered in the heat of July, and I'm desperate for a version of a world that didn't die. But my fingers are bleeding and the ceramic is cold, and some things just won't fit back into the mold. I thought if I could fix the house, I could fix the heart, but I'm just getting lost in the picking apart. Because broken things don't mend us, they just leave a scar, reminding us exactly how far apart we are. You can't heal a spirit with the needle and thread, or bring back the I love you from the things that we said. I'm holding on to fragments, but the truth is hard to trust. Broken things don't mend us, they just turn to dust. The clock on the mantle is missing a gear. It's been stuck on the second that you made it all clear. I've been winding the spring till my knuckles turn white, trying to force the morning back into the night. But a mended glass will always show the cracks where it fell, and a quiet promise, just a different kind of hell. We're trying to decorate the wreckage with a coat of new paint, but the foundation's heavy and the heartbeat is faint. You can't build a bridge out of splinters and pride, while we're both still drowning in the rising of the tide. No, broken things don't mend us, they just leave a scar, reminding us exactly how far apart we are. You can't heal the spirit with the needle and thread, or bring back the I love you from the things that we said. Broken things don't mend us, they just turn to dust. Put down the hammer, let the pieces lay. Maybe it's time to just walk away. Broken things, broken things, broken things, they don't mend us, they just remind us. The sun is hitting the kitchen floor in that familiar way, but the steam stopped rising from my mug an hour ago today. I'm staring at the chair where you used to check the news, tangled in the silence and a heavy case of blues. I took a sip and winced at how the warmth has disappeared. It's funny how the bitter taste is exactly what I feared. The cream has settled at the bottom, a ghostly shade of white, just like the way we drifted in the middle of the night. Now it's just cold coffee and memories on a Tuesday afternoon, a song without a rhythm and a heart that's out of tune. I'm drinking down the almost and the where did we go wrongs, listening to the radio play all our favorite songs. The fire's gone to ashes and the cup is half full of regret, stuck in the morning after a love I haven't finished yet. Just cold coffee and memories. I saw your lipstick smudge on the rim of the blue glass. I can't bring myself to wash it, I just watch the hours pass. The grounds are at the bottom, dark and gritty, like the truth of a love we spent so recklessly in the middle of our youth. I could brew another pot, I could start the day brand new, but I'm addicted to the lingering, frozen ghost of you. They say that heat is fleeting, that the steam's bound to fade, but I wasn't ready for the winter that our silence made. I'm shivering in the sunlight, holding porcelain and bone, realizing that the strongest brew won't make me feel less alone. Now it's just cold coffee and memories on a Tuesday afternoon, a song without a rhythm and a heart that's out of tune. I'm drinking down the almost and the where did we go wrongs, listening to the radio play all our favorite songs. The fire's gone to ashes and the cup is half full of regret, stuck in the morning after a love I haven't finished yet. Just cold coffee and memories. Pour it down the sink, watch the circles spin. I don't think I'll ever let the warmth back in. glasses looking strange. I can see the hidden lines where the light began to change. It started with a whisper, then it grew into a groan, the sound of something vital turning into heavy stone. I try to pull my jacket tight to hide what's underneath, but I'm shivering in rhythm with the chattering of my teeth. It isn't on the surface, it isn't on the skin. It's the structural failure of the world I'm living in. Now I'm just watching the cracks in my chest start to show, mapping out the places where you finally let me go. They're jagged and they're deep and they're leaking out the light of every single promise that we made beneath the night. I'm trying to hold the pieces, trying to do my best, but the sky is looking wider through the cracks in my chest. I felt the first one splinter when I saw you at the gate, and the second one came crashing when you said it was too late. Now there's a fault line running from my shoulder to my heart, a physical reminder of us falling all apart. Every time I draw a breath, I hear the edges grind like a tectonic shifting of the life I left behind. You can't patch up a spirit with a bandage or a lie. You can't glue the stars back to a dark and empty sky. I'm a porcelain disaster, I'm a vessel out of luck, waiting for the final blow from the lightning that you struck. Watching the cracks in my chest start to show, mapping out the places where you finally let me go. They're jagged and they're deep and they're leaking out the light of every single promise that we made beneath the night. I'm trying to hold the pieces, trying to do my best, but the sky is looking wider through the cracks in my chest. Ooh, be careful when you touch me, I might just fall away. Ooh, into a million pieces of a long and lonely yesterday. Cracks in my chest, breaking open, still hoping. I'm staring at the ceiling where the paint is starting to peel, waiting for the moment I can finally start to feel. The doctors say I'm healing, and my friends say I look strong, but they don't hear the silence where your laughter used to belong. I've walked through every room and I've cleared out every shelf, but I'm still a stranger living with the ghost of myself. There's a desert in my lashes, not a single drop to shed, while a mountain of I miss you is sitting on my chest instead. Now I've got dry eyes and a heavy, heavy chest, caught in the middle of a heart that won't let me rest. I'm breathing in the shadows, I'm exhaling the storm, learning how to carry all this weight on my own. guess I'm moving on because I'm standing the test. But they don't feel the pressure of this dry eyes, heavy chest. Heavy chest. I saw you at the market, looking bright and looking new, and for a second I forgot what I was supposed to do. I waited for the stinging, for the blurring of the sight, but the salt stayed in the ocean, middle of the night. It's a different kind of torture when the tears won't even come to wash away the rhythm of this slow and steady drum. Break me open, let the river finally start to flow, because this hollow kind of iron is the hardest way to go. I'm a dam that's holding steady while the water's rising high, a man who's lost his everything but cannot even cry. Now I've got dry eyes and a heavy, heavy chest, caught in the middle of a heart that won't let me rest. I'm breathing in the shadows, I'm exhaling the stone, learning how to carry all this weight on my own. The world thinks I'm moving on because I'm standing the test, but they don't feel the pressure of this dry eyes, heavy chest. Heavy chest. I'm still holding on. I passed that old diner where we used to hide away, the one with the neon sign that's flickering to gray. I saw you in the corner, in the booth we called our own, but you weren't looking for me, you were looking at your phone. I almost raised my hand to wave, I almost spoke your name, then I saw the way you smiled at him, and nothing felt the same. The world is turning colors while I'm stuck in black and white, just a ghost of a memory fading out of sight. Now I'm forgotten like yesterday, the page you already turned, just a flickering candle that eventually got burned. You no longer planned. It's a quiet kind of heartbreak, watching you walk away, realizing I'm forgotten like yesterday. I went back to the apartment, the one with the drafty door. There's a rectangular shadow where your picture was before. The neighbors asked about you, and I didn't know what to say, so I told them you were busy, and I looked the other way. It's funny how forever can turn into a Was I just a passing phase? A temporary shelter for your cold and lonely days? Because you look so happy and you look so brand new, while I'm still wearing the almost that I shared with you. Yeah, I'm forgotten like yesterday, a page you already turned, just a flickering candle that eventually got burned. You washed away the footprints we left upon the sand. I'm a map of a city that you no longer plan. It's a quiet kind of heartbreak, watching you walk away, realizing I'm forgotten like yesterday. Out of mind, out of mind, out of sight, out of sight. Just a shadow in the morning light. Forgotten like yesterday, just a name you used to know. Letting go. I'm sitting in the quiet of a house that's grown too wide, watching all the almost that are tangled up inside. The rhythm of the hallway clock is steady and it's slow, counting down the reasons that I had to let you go. I used to hear a symphony when you walked through the door, but now the air is silent as I'm pacing on the floor. I'm reaching for the melody they used to play so loud, but I'm just a lonely shadow in a fast approaching cloud. Now I'm living on half a heartbeat, dragging through the day, trying to find the words that we were never meant to say. I'm a broken down engine with a stutter and a spark, searching for a light inside this hollow, heavy dark. The rest of me is missing and the world is tearing apart, while I'm trying to survive on just half a heartbeat. I saw your coffee cup sitting empty on the shelf, and I caught myself talking to the ghost of my own self. I used to be a mountain, I used to be the sun, but I'm just a landscape where the damage has been done. I'm breathing in the memories and exhaling the rust, watching every promise turn to a pile of settling dust. You say that time is healing, but it's just a different pain. To hear a heart that's beating like a hammer in the rain. One side is full of echoes and the other's full of lead, living in the space between the living and the dead. Yeah, I'm living on half a heartbeat, dragging through the day, trying to find the words that we were never meant to say. I'm a broken down engine with a stutter in the spark, searching for a light inside this hollow, heavy dark. The rest of me is missing and the world is tearing apart, while I'm trying to survive on just half a heartbeat. But it's missing the beat, walking down a lonely and a one-way street. Half a heartbeat, it's not enough. saw you at the station, just a shadow in the rain. I wanted to call out, but the air felt like a stain. I've got a chest full of secrets and a throat full of glass, watching the seconds and the long winters pass. I haven't taken a real lungful since you turned the key. Afraid if I inhale, I'll admit you're not with me. The world is moving on, taking deep and easy draws, while I'm still standing here, caught in your laws. And I'm just holding my breath, forever it seems, stuck in the silence of our shattered dreams. If I let it out, I'm scared I'll disappear into the cold and the ghost of the year. My heart is a vacuum, my ribs are a cage. I'm holding my breath on the very last page. The oxygen is mocking me, it's floating everywhere, but I'm a diver underwater, searching for your flare. I see people laughing, breathing light into the day, but I'm still tethered to the don't walk away. Every heartbeat is a countdown, every pulse is a death to a version of us that I haven't left yet. My face is turning blue in the light of the moon, praying for a rescue that isn't coming soon. It's a slow motion drowning on dry solid ground, where the only thing missing is the one thing I found. I'm just holding my breath, forever it seems, stuck in the silence of our shattered dreams. If I let it out, I'm scared I'll disappear into the cold and the ghost of the year. My heart is a vacuum, my ribs are a cage. I'm holding my breath on the very last page. 1, 2, 3, still no air for me. Just a hollow chest, just a heart at rest. Holding my breath forever. Wait for me. I woke up in the quiet, and for a second I forgot that you're a ghost in every corner of this lonely parking lot. I reached across the mattress just to feel your tangled hair, but my fingers met the linen and the cold, unmoving air. And just like that, the ceiling came crashing on my head, reliving every bitter word that we both finally said. The morning is a thief, it steals the mercy of my sleep, and hands me back the promises you didn't want to keep. It's like I keep losing you again. Every time I open my eyes, another slow motion falling from the center of the skies. I build you back from memory, just to watch you fade to gray. I say hello at midnight and goodbye at break of day. There's no finality in leaving, no ending to the rain. I'm just stuck in a cycle of losing you again. I saw a silver sedan turning onto 2nd Street, and my heart began to hammer with a frantic, desperate beat. I was sure it was your shadow, sure you'd come back home, but is just a stranger with a life all of their own. The air went out of my lungs, and the ground began to shake, as I realized it's another heart I have to go and break. When does the morning finish? When does the healing start? When do I stop tearing the same old wound apart? I'm a record with a scratch, I'm a bird with broken wings, waiting for the silence that a new tomorrow brings. But I keep losing you again. Every time I open my eyes, another slow motion falling from the center of the skies. I build you back from memory, just to watch you fade to gray. I say hello at midnight and goodbye at break of day. There's no finality in leaving, no ending to the rain. I'm just stuck in a cycle of losing you again. Sun's coming up, the dream is slipping through. I'm saying goodbye to the almost that was you. Over and over, one more time, I keep losing you again and again, until I don't know when. Until I don't know when. Your coat is still hanging by the kitchen door, and your favorite book is face down on the floor. I hear the floorboards creak like you walk in the hall, but there's no one there to answer when I call. It's a strange kind of haunting, a cruel kind of stay, when you're gone but your ghost refuses to fade away. The coffee pot is ready, I still made enough for two, forgetting for a second that there's no more me and you. Because you left without leaving, you're everywhere I go, in the scent of the rain, in the chill of the snow. You're the static on the radio, the shadow on the wall, the name that I whisper, the rise and the fall. My world is a museum of the life that we were weaving, and I'm stranded in the middle, 'cause you left without leaving. I tried to move the chair, I tried to change the sheets, but I see your reflection, the puddles on the streets. You didn't take your secrets, you didn't take the why, you just slipped through the cracks of a long distance goodbye. I'm living in a house that's still breathing your name, while I'm standing in the ashes of a cold and dying flame. If you'd only taken the memories, if you'd only clear the air, I wouldn't have to trip over you being What's the heaviest burden? This half-empty space where I'm looking for a future in a hollowed out place. Yeah, you left without leaving. You're everywhere I go. In the scent of the rain, in the chill and the snow. You're the static on the radio, the shadow on the wall, the name that I whisper, the rise and the fall. My world is a museum of the life that we were weaving, and I'm stranded in the middle, 'cause you left without leaving. Close the door, turn the key, but you're still here inside of me. You left without leaving, still hanging around, still making no sound. I walk into the bedroom and I turn the lamp down low, avoiding all the shadows that have nowhere left to go. The king size is a desert, a vast and wide expanse. I'm stuck inside a rhythm of a slow and lonely dance. I used to claim the window side, I used to want the view, but now I'm moving over just to feel a piece of you. I'm reaching for a warmth that hasn't been here for a year, just a hollow indentation and a cold and quiet fear. And I sleep on your side still, in the middle of the night, curled up in the covers, hiding from the morning light. I'm tracing every fiber where your shoulder used to rest, trying to calm the riot that is screaming in my chest. It's a desperate kind of comfort, it's a crazy kind of thrill, to pretend you're coming home while I sleep on your side still. Your pillow still holds on to the ghost of your perfume, the only thing that's living in this suffocating room. I know I should be moving on, I know I should be brave, but I'm just a lonely tenant in a world I couldn't save. I wake up in the darkness and I whisper to the air, and for a split second heartbeat, I believe that you are there. They say that I should wash the sheets and clear away the space, but I'm not ready to forget the outline of your face. So I'll stay here on the right, where the memories are deep, while the rest of the world is falling into easy, happy sleep. Yeah, I sleep on your side still, in the middle of the night, curled up in the covers, hiding from the morning light. I'm tracing every it's just too far. I'll stay right here where the almosts are. On your side in the dark, I'm still waiting. On your side. I'm standing in the kitchen where the tile is cracked and cold, trying to unhear the secrets that we finally went and told. The coffee pot is whistling, but it's a different kind of sound than the way your heels were clicking as you headed for the ground. I've tried to turn the music up to drown the silence out, but the quiet has a way of knowing what I'm still about. It's been 3 months and 7 days since you walked through that door, but the echo of the latch is still vibrating through the floor. And I still hear your goodbye like a ghost in every room, a low and steady thunder in a sky of gray and gloom. It's the ringing in my ears when the world is perfectly still, the only thing that hasn't changed and maybe never will. I try to find a new song, I try to find a lie, but I'm still haunted by the frequency of your goodbye. I saw your favorite sweater hanging lonesome in the hall. I wanted to ask you why you didn't leave a call. Every time the wind picks up and rattles on the glass, I swear I hear you whisper in the shadows as they pass. It's a broken record playing on a loop inside my head, replaying every bitter thing that neither of us said. Is it ever gonna fade? Is it ever gonna dim? Or am I stuck forever on this hollow, jagged rim? I'm reaching for the volume knob to make the memory stop, but the sound of you leaving is the only thing I've got. Yeah, I still hear your goodbye like a ghost in every room, a low and steady thunder in a sky of gray and gloom. It's the ringing in my ears when the world is perfectly still, the only thing that hasn't changed and maybe never will. I try to find a new song, I try to find a lie, but I'm still haunted by the frequency of your goodbye. It's the last thing I hear when I close my eyes. Sharp, cold edge of our last compromise. I still hear it over and over. Your goodbye. I stood like a wall against the wind for you, changing my colors till I was black and blue. I memorized the things that made you smile, and I walk the extra lonely, quiet mile. I smooth the edges of my jagged heart, thinking if I were softer, we wouldn't fall apart. I put every drop of my soul in the glass, but I watched the hunger in your eyes just pass. I try to stay enough for a heart that wanted more. I was the anchor, but you were looking for the shore. I stretched myself until the fabric started to tear, trying to be the answer to a question wasn't there. I gave you the sun, but you wanted the rain. Now I'm just the echo of a beautiful pain. God knows I tried to stay enough. I silenced my voice so yours could be loud. I was the silver lining in every single cloud. I rearranged the furniture of who I used to be, hoping you'd find a home inside of me. But the more I gave, the less you seemed to see, until there was nothing left of the original me. How do you fill a well that's got no bottom at all? How do you catch someone who's looking for the fall? I realized too late as the shadows grew long, there'd be enough for the wrong. Love is wrong. I tried to stay enough for a heart that wanted more. I was the anchor, but you were looking for the shore. I stretched myself until the fabric started to tear, trying to be the answer to a question wasn't there. I gave you the sun, but you wanted the rain. Now I'm just the echo of a beautiful pain. God knows I tried to stay enough. I'm empty now, but I'm finally free. Turns out enough was just being me. I tried to stay, I gave it all, but you let me fall. The desk is cluttered with these pages, torn and folded thin. 100 different ways to tell you where we should begin. I've got a stack of envelopes with no names on the front, telling you the truth that I was always far too blunt to hunt. I write about the coffee and I write about the rain, but mostly I just write about the weight of all this pain. The stamps are in the drawer, but they're never gonna stick. The ink is like a fever, and the silence is so thick. They're just letters I'll never send, secrets for the dark, a paper trail of I'm sorry's without a single spark. I'm pouring out my my soul into a box beneath the bed, living in the sentences that stay inside my head. A library of longing, the story with no end, just a mountain of these letters I'll never ever send. This one's from the Tuesday when I saw you at the light, and this one's from the hollow of a Wednesday middle night. I'm tracing every letter, trying to make the cursive flow, like if the words are pretty enough, I won't have to let you go. But paper's just a bandage on a wound that's way too deep, and these are just the promises that I am forced to keep. If I drop them in the mailbox, would you even read a line? Or would you see my handwriting and say that you're doing fine? I'm terrified of answers, so I keep the lid on tight and keep on writing ghost stories in the flickering of the light. They're just letters I'll never send, secrets for the dark, a paper trail of I'm sorry's without a single spark. I'm pouring out my soul into a box beneath the bed, living in the sentences that stay inside my head. A library of longing, a story with no end, just a mountain of these letters I'll never ever send. I'll never send. Signed, I still love you, but you'll never know. Heard a stranger call it out in a crowded line today, and for a second I forgot you'd walk the other way. I turned around expecting to find your hand in mine, but the sun was just a witness to a cold and lonely line. It's the same 5 letters I've carried since my birth, but without your voice to hold them, they've lost all of their worth. It used to be a melody, a song you'd always sing. Now it's just a hollow bell that refuses to ring. Because my name sounds empty now, coming from the air. A house with all the lights turned out and nobody left there. When you said it, it was heavy. When you said it, it was home. Now it's just a collection of syllables alone. It's rattling in the silence like a ghost inside a cage. Just a word without a story on a blank and dusty page. My name sounds empty now. I'm looking at my mail, at the ink upon the white, but the signature is missing that used to make it right. I catch myself rehearsing how it sounds inside my head before you turned to static and the us became the dead. Now it's just a label on a jacket you don't wear, a that leads to nowhere there. You gave it all its meaning, you gave it all its grace. You put a whole new heartbeat in a dark and lonely place. Now I'm just a stranger to the person that I was, left with all the whys and the never-ending because. Yeah, my name sounds empty now, coming from the air. A house with all the lights turned out and nobody left there. When you said it, it was heavy. When you said it, it was home. Now it's just a collection of syllables alone. It's rattling in the silence like a ghost inside a cage. Just a word without a story on a blank and dusty page. My name sounds empty now. Say it one more time. Even if it's a lie, I'm not ready to be just a hello and goodbye. My name, so quiet, so empty now. My name, so quiet. I put on the suit and I straighten the tie. I've mastered the art of the doing just fine lie. I laugh at the jokes and I drink all the tea while I'm drowning in a version of who I used to be. The co-workers wave as they walk past my desk. They don't see the wreckage, they don't see the mess. I'm a portrait of glass in a frame made of stone, holding my breath till I'm finally alone. Because these are the tears I hide in daylight, the ones that I save for the middle of the night. I'm a bright, shiny armor when the sun's in the sky, but I'm a broken down engine when the world goes by. I'm smiling for strangers and playing the part while the shadows are stitching the holes in my heart. Just the tears I hide in daylight. I see our old park from the window at noon, and I pull down the blinds to keep out the June. I can't let the golden light touch where it hurts, so I bury the memory in work and in shirts. I'm a master of small talk, a king of the okay, pushing the ghost of your name far away. It's exhausting to glow when you're hollow inside, to maintain the prestige and the flicker of pride. But the sunset is coming, the shadows are long, and I'm ready to drop the I'm happy and strong. Yeah, these are the tears I hide in daylight, the ones that I save for the middle of the night. I'm a bright, shiny armor when the sun's in the sky, but I'm a broken down engine when the world goes by. I'm smiling for strangers and playing the part while the shadows are stitching the holes in my heart. Just the tears I hide in daylight. Turn the key in the lock, let the sun fade to black. Finally, I don't have to hold it all back. Tears in daylight, wash them away in the dark. Wait for the spark. staring at the driveway where the oil stains turning black, trying to piece the minutes together, trying to find the track. The neighbors say the ambulance was flashing blue and gold, but I'm just feeling empty, and I'm feeling deathly cold. I remember the smell of rain and the way you bit your lip just before the world began to tremble and to slip. There's a hole in my timeline, a static on the screen, a jagged broken boundary between the was and been. Because the last thing I remember is the way you let me go, standing by the passenger door in the middle of the snow. No, I love you, no, be careful, just the turning as the sky above the highway started fading into black. I've lost the days that followed, and I've lost the reason why, but I still see your shadow against that winter sky. The last thing I remember, tell me I've been sleeping for a week or maybe more, that I've been fighting battles on a white and sterile floor, but my mind is stuck on repeat, on the clicking of the latch, on the fire in your eyes that I couldn't even match. I don't remember the impact or the screaming of the tires, just the way I forever got caught among the wires. Is it better to be hollow? Is it better to forget, to lose the crushing weight of the things I haven't met? But the memory that won't let me fall asleep, a promise made of paper that you didn't want to keep. Yeah, the last thing I remember is the way you let me go, standing by the passenger door in the middle of the snow. No, I love you, no, be careful, just the turning of your back as the sky above started fading into black. I lost the days that followed, and I've lost the reason why, but I still see your shadow against that winter sky. The last thing I remember, everything is blurry, everything else is gone. Just that look in your eyes before I was alone. The last thing I remember was you walking away in the cold. I'm standing in the hallway of this place, I pay the rent, but the air feels like a stranger and the warmth is all spent. I've got pictures on the mantle and my keys are on the hook, but I'm reading through a story that's a different kind of book. I remember when your laughter was the only roof I needed, before the grass turned yellow in the garden when I'm weeded. I'm looking for a sanctuary, looking for a light, but I'm just a lonely traveler in the middle of the night. tracing back the minutes to the last time you felt like home. Before we turned to static and we started to roam. It was the way you held the kitchen door, the way you said my name before the fire flickered out, and nothing felt the same. Now I'm just a tenant in a heart made out of stone, and I haven't seen the doorstep of the last time you felt like home. There's a dent inside the sofa where we used to hide away, watching movies in the shadows of a rainy Saturday. Now I sit on the edge of it, careful not to sink, afraid of all the almost that'll force me not to think. I've got four walls and a ceiling, but I'm shivering inside, looking for the version of us that eventually died. Home isn't made of timber, home isn't made of brick. It's the rhythm of a heartbeat when the loneliness gets thick. But your pulse is like a whisper from a distant dying star. And I don't know where I'm living, but I know it's where you are. Yeah, I'm tracing back the minutes to the last time you felt like home. Before we turned static and we started to roam. It was the way you held the kitchen door, the way you said my name before the fire flickered out, and nothing felt the same. Now I'm just a tenant in a heart made out of stone, and I haven't seen the doorstep of the last time you felt like home. He won't turn, the lights are dim, I'm looking for a window, but the walls are closing in. The last time you felt like home, I'm still outside, let me in. I'm sitting on the edge of the sofa, watching the minutes crawl, tracing the patterns of the moonlight as it stretches down the wall. I kept the ringer on the loudest, checked the signal twice or three, thinking maybe there's a tower down between your world and me. The tea has gone from steaming to a cold and stagnant gray, just like the hope I'm holding as the evening slips away. I practiced every greeting, I had every word prepared. Now I'm just a hollow shadow, feeling small and feeling scared. And the silence was the loudest on the night you didn't call, a heavy crashing hammer in this empty, quiet hall. I'm staring at a screen that's dark, a window into gone, trying to find the courage just to make it to the dawn. Every tick of the clock is a stone inside my chest on the night you didn't call, and let the memory rest. At midnight I started making excuses for your ghost, thinking maybe you were busy, or the thing you needed most was a little bit of breathing room, a moment to be free. But by 2 a.m. I realized that the busy wasn't me. I saw your name in my contacts, and I almost hit the dial, but I couldn't face the ringing of a dead and lonely mile. It wasn't a fight, it wasn't a scream, it wasn't a grand goodbye, just a slow and steady fading of a light inside the sky. The absence of a vibration, the missing of a tone, the exact moment I realized I was truly on my own. The silence was the loudest on the night you didn't call, a heavy crashing hammer in this empty, quiet hall. I'm staring at a screen that's dark, a window into gone, trying to find the courage just to make it to the dawn. Every tick of the clock is a stone inside my chest on the night you didn't call, and let the memory rest. 3 a.m., still no ring. I guess the silence says almost everything. The night you didn't call, waiting on a ghost when I needed you most. I'm standing in the kitchen, but I'm careful where I lean. There's a space against the counter where you always used to lean. I went to buy the groceries, but I stopped before the aisle, realizing I was looking for your favorite brand and smile. The air in here is heavy, like it's holding down the floor, mapping out the footsteps that don't happen anymore. It isn't just a silence, it's a physical weight, like a shadow in the hallway that's deciding on my fate now. I'm just living in the shape of your absence tonight, tracing all the edges of a love that didn't stay right. It's a cold, hollow outline in the middle of the bed. It's the echo of the I love you that's better left unsaid. Every room is a puzzle with a piece I can't replace, just the sharp, jagged corners of a missing familiar face in the shape of your absence. The indentation on the sofa hasn't lifted quite yet, a velvet kind of memory, a soft and deep regret. I try to fill the volume with the TV or the radio, but the static only highlights how much further I have to go. I'm a tenant in a temple built for two that's grown so vast, where the only thing that's solid is the ghost of what we passed. If I move the furniture, would it finally start to fade, or would I just be decorating the wreckage we made? Because the walls remember everywhere your shoulder used to graze, and now I'm just getting lost inside this architectural maze. I'm just living in the shape of your absence tonight, tracing all the edges of a love that didn't stay right. It's a cold, hollow outline in the middle of the bed. It's the echo of the I jagged corners of a missing familiar face in the shape of your absence. It's a hole in the sunlight, it's a dent in the air. It's the heaviest thing to find nothing there. The shape of your absence, it's everywhere. It's I'm sitting at the desk where we used to map our dreams, but the paper's looking yellow and it's tearing at the seams. I just signed the papers that'll set our spirits free, the final X that marks the end of you and me. I thought I'd feel a lightness, thought I'd finally find the air, but I'm paralyzed by the signature that's staring at me there. The pen is on the wood, the room is perfectly still, waiting for the silence to find a way to kill. Now I'm just watching the ink dry on a life we didn't keep, watching the promises sink into the deep. It's a glossy kind of black, turning into gray, just like the way our forever started to fade away. The words are set in stone, or at least they're set in blue, and I'm just a witness to the death of me and you, while I'm watching the ink dry. I remember when your letters used to burn against my skin. Now this cold and legal jargon is the only way you're in. I'm tracing every loop, every desperate jagged line, wondering at what point your heart stopped beating next to mine. The blotter's full of sorry and the margins full of white. Underneath the ceiling of this artificial sky, once it's dry, it's permanent, it's etched into the years. A chemical reaction made of chemicals and tears. I want to smudge the letters, wanna blur the whole damn page, but I'm just a lonely actor on a paper thin stage. Now I'm just watching the ink dry on a life we didn't keep, watching the promises sink into the deep. It's a glossy kind of black, turning into gray, just like the way our forever started to fade away. The words are set in stone, or at least they're set in blue, and I'm just a witness to the death of me and you, while I'm watching the ink dry. Don't touch the page, don't move the pen, will never be that beautiful again. Watching the ink dry, it's official now, it's over now. I'm sitting on the edge of the bed we used to share. But there's a different kind of weight inside the morning air. It's not the sound of slamming doors or voices raised in spite. It's the absence of the "how was your day" in the middle of the night. We're moving through the kitchen like two ghosts in a play, folding up the "I love yous" and putting them away. The storm has finally settled, the thunder's lost its bite, but I'd give almost anything for one more honest fight. Because it's a heavy kind of hollow when love turns quiet, the final fading echo of a long and lonely ride. We aren't screaming anymore, we've got nothing left to break, just a cold and steady rhythm of a heart about to ache. The silence is a mountain that we're never gonna climb, watching us go missing in the quiet of the time. The radio is playing just to fill the empty space, while I'm looking for a spark inside your tired, distant face. You pass me the salt like I'm a stranger at the door, and I realize we don't know who each other are anymore. It's a slow motion vanishing, a flickering of light, until we're just two shadows fading out into the white. Give me a reason, give me a sorry, give me a stay. Don't just let the fire turn to ash and drift away. But your lips are locked and bolted, and your eyes are looking through to a life that's waiting somewhere, and it doesn't have me too. Yeah, it's a heavy kind of hollow when love turns quiet, the final fading echo of a long and lonely ride. We aren't screaming anymore, we've got nothing left to break, just a cold and steady rhythm of a heart about to ache. The silence is a mountain that we're never gonna climb, watching us go missing in the quiet of the time. No more, don't go, no more, I'm wrong, just the lonely finish of a worn out song. When love turns quiet, when love turns quiet, the last unspoken word. I'm standing in the kitchen, staring at the wall, where the calendar's frozen in the middle of the fall. We had a map of cities that we promised we would see, and a list of someday secrets meant for only you and me. I still have the bottle that we saved for our 10-year, but I'm drinking it alone because you're no longer here. The stars are still in place. The world is spinning round, but I'm searching for a future that can't seem to be found. So tell me, where did forever go? Did it melt away like summer rain, or vanish in the snow? It was the word we used to whisper when the lights were getting low. Now it's just a hollow echo that I'm forced to outgrow. We built a life on a foundation that was never meant to blow. But I'm standing in the wreckage. Where did forever go? The ink is still so vivid on the letters in the drawer, claiming always an eternity and 1,000 things more. I wanna sue the universe for a promise that it broke, for letting all our fire turn to nothing but the smoke. I see you in the distance, living someone else's life, while I'm still sharpening the memory like the edge of a knife. Is it hiding in the hallway? Is it buried in the yard? How did keeping it together become so damn hard? Forever was a mountain, forever was the sea. Now it's just a suitcase and a stranger's. It's not me. Tell me, where did forever go? Did it melt away like summer rain, or vanish in snow? It was the word we used to whisper when the lights were getting low. Now it's just a hollow echo that I'm forced to outgrow. We built a life on a foundation that was never meant to blow. But I'm standing in the wreckage. Where did forever go? You didn't leave a note, you didn't say goodbye. It just slipped out the window while I wasn't looking at the sky. Where did it go? Where did it go? Forever. Forever. I'm sitting at the piano where the dust has started to settle, picking out a melody as heavy as a metal. I found the sheet of paper where you scratched out half a line, a promise of a chorus that was meant to be divine. But the ink just stops mid-sentence, like a bridge that hit the sea, leaving all these open chords to haunt the rest of me. I'm waiting for the resolution, waiting for the key to turn this lonely minor into something we could be. Now it's just an unfinished sympathy playing in the dark, a song without a center, a fire without a spark. The violins are waiting for a cue that never came, while I'm just whispering the syllables of your forgotten name. It's a masterpiece of almost a beautiful defeat, left hanging in the silence, never quite complete. sympathy. The rhythm's getting shaky and the tempo's slowing down. I'm a king without a kingdom, I'm a singer with no crown. We had the grandest intro, we had the world in tune, but the winter moved in early and it swallowed up the June. Now there's a vacancy in the orchestra tonight, where you used to hold the harmony and make the music right. Does it keep you up in the city? Do you hear the missing notes? The one that's always rising like a secret in my throat. Or did you find a new song with a brand new set of strings, while I'm still here holding on to the ghosts of broken things? Now it's just an unfinished sympathy, playing in the dark, a song without a sound, a fire without a spark. The violins are waiting for a cue that never came, while I'm just whispering the syllables of your forgotten name. It's a masterpiece of almost, a beautiful defeat, left hanging in the silence, never quite complete. In this unfinished sympathy, one last chord, let it ring. I'm still waiting for the heart to sing. Unfinished sympathy, the song that never ends, the lover and the friend.